Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the not so exciting news that we got for Tokoyo, the Tower of Perpetuity, which is already available on the Nintendo Switch and has also been available on the PC via Steam as well. Now, for those who don't necessarily know, this game originally dropped onto the Nintendo Switch early last week. I put out a review for it, a rather favorable review, for a roguelike indie platformer with a really interesting twist where just about every 24 hours in the game world, essentially the map changes, so every single run will change depending upon basically what day you're choosing to play the game in. There's a lot of scoreboard, leaderboard chasing type of things going on with it as well, and you're essentially playing versus other people at the same time. It's a very novel idea, an interesting twist to the roguelike formula. But sadly, it turns out to be that the game has actually been pulled from the Nintendo Switch eShop here in North America. And we got a little bit of a better explanation as to what the heck is just going on from Playism. This would be the publishers for the game themselves. They took to Twitter in their official English Twitter account and they posted, "Tokoyo Tower of Perpetuity fans, the NOA Switch version is currently unavailable as the game is undergoing an ESRB ratings change. We are terribly sorry for the inconvenience and we ask for your patience as we sort out the situation." So basically, I'm a little bit of an odds here as to I'm trying to understand why it is that the game was pulled from the eShop to begin with. About back in January or so, Dual Princess, this was a game that was also released onto the Nintendo Switch worldwide, by the way. It ended up getting pulled from the eShop, and we never really ended up getting a explanation from the publishers as to why that was. Curative, I believe, is what the publishers for that game was. But we never ended up getting really an explanation as to why. Here, Playism is not necessarily telling us what it is that is going on, so I personally decided to reach out to them. I have not received a word as of yet. If I do and I get some sort of actual clear and concise response to what is going on, I will certainly be reporting back on this, but as of right now, I've still not yet heard back, so I would certainly love to do that to get a better explanation, because like I said, I reviewed the game. I think it was a rather really good game, a favorable review. It did pretty decently for my channel, and at the end of the day, it seems like it's already not available in the eShop, and we don't necessarily know when it's going to be coming back. So certainly a lot of those people who were thinking about purchasing it, that is not currently an option as of right now. Do be clear though, this is just for the North American version of the game. Presumably the Japanese and Europeans and Asian versions of the game are still available in those respective eShops. This is just for the Canada, United States, Mexico types of versions of the eShop. So we're just still trying to get a better understanding as to what it is that is actually going on. I did try to figure out what could it possibly be. Now, there are some, like, let's say, pixel art images of some of the characters whenever you're activating a move that could be considered suggestive, but this is something that would have easily been checked out when they were originally rating the game to begin with. So it wouldn't necessarily surprise me that, you know, they saw this information, didn't really think much of it, and then maybe retroactively they're reconsidering that. Maybe it's some of the conversations that are being had between the characters as you're basically progressing through the tower itself. The character does give a little bit of a description of like things that they are seeing, things that are happening, but I never really noticed as I'm playing the game, as I've played the game, you know, anything really to stand out that is worth noting. Maybe language situations, a cuss word here or there, anything like that. I haven't necessarily picked up on any of that, so I just can't really pin down as to why could have been the real reason as to why they was pulled. But hopefully we do get a better description if I get a reply back. Certainly I hope that they give us one going forward. But that's about all the information that I wanted to go over today. It's a bummer that the game is not available on the eShop right now, but once it does come back, I'll certainly be reporting back on that as well. Or if Playism does reach out and give me some sort of response, I'll certainly be reporting on that as well. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.